All right, we're going to talk about why you can't be in tune with the foods you eat and correlate it as information. Your body needs to be in tune first with its natural state. See, every time you're eating all this garbage like the meats and all that, do you know that your body actually tries to protect you at all times from germs, diseases, cancers, and all this garbage? Okay, but we're always getting in the body's way. Now, let me explain to you why you can't associate the foods you eat with information. Okay? Because, number one, if you're eating meat, okay, your body should not be ingesting meat. For one, it's not the body, it doesn't belong in the body. So what the body does is it has to work 3 to 4 or 5 times harder to metabolize that food, and it has to use its own enzymes to break that food down. Okay? Notice how when you eat fruits, the fruits are simple sugars. Your body has that food readily available for it to be digested. But if you're eating meat, which is first of all death, okay, your body actually raises its temperature. You run a subtle fever every day, which is why it's hard for you to adjust even to the frequency of the sun. A lot of people can't even be in the sun. They think the sun is too hot. You know what I mean? Or if they're sitting in the sun, they can't get information from the sun. You see, you are what you eat. If you're eating death, then you're dead. You understand? And can a dead person receive any kind of information? No, they are dead. This is why it's important to look at everything you eat as information. But if you're eating things that are not in tune, let's say if you stopped eating the meats, fish and chicken or anything with a heart or a brain, okay, and you're just eating fruits, you might still have a hard time correlating that with information. And I'm going to tell you why. Because first of all, you got to clean the parasites that are in your body that's distorting the frequency of your body, okay? It is dealing with your emotions. It is altering your cravings, your attitudes, your physical manifestation outside of you, because I told you if your vessel's clean, your outside world is going to be clean. I'm all about zigzagging though. You know what I mean? Because see, the clearer your gut, you're going to have it's going to be easy to clear your mind when you meditate. Okay? The reason you can't meditate when you go into a meditative state and you got all these thoughts coming in your head, those are all just programs and things that are in your body. See, when you clean your house, you're going to clear your house of roaches, rodents, and all this nonsense. You keep a clean vessel, it's like keeping a clean house. You let sunlight in your windows, okay? You create a happy ambient in your house, okay? So the key is to go sun gazing, grounding, and drink your own urine. Now, do not drink your own urine if you're still eating garbage and if you have not cleansed yourself. Because one, it's not going to taste good if you're eating meat. Now, you can look at this in the physical and metaphysical world. In the metaphysical world, in the spirit realm, you will have a bad stench. You're not going to attract good entities. You're going to attract bad entities. The same way that you attract rodents and scavengers here in this realm of reality. If your house is dirty, that's what you're going to attract when you're in that realm of reality. Now, you being as God, you can use all that. You can transmute that. You can transmute the energies from the food, but we're not all advanced there yet. So you have to learn to keep your vessel clean. Now, I told you that your food that you're eating, you should be correlating with information. We should have never been at the state where we have to overeat. That's like, you know, when somebody's just filling your ear up with so much shit, or if you are on an information search and you got all this information coming at you, you got to process that, right? So sometimes, you know, you have to literally do everything in moderation. But we were never supposed to use food to crave our addictions or to feed our addictions, because the addictions are the parasites. We're feeding the parasites, okay? And the more we feed those parasites, the more the external world is going to be fed, the more the garbage manifestations you're going to have outside of you. Notice how financial gurus keep telling you, in order for you to be rich, you got to change your mindset, right? How could you change your mindset if you got all these nasty programs? Sometimes people have a hard time fixing their outside world. A lot of people could. If you change your mind, some people could literally change their mind and do that. But the easiest way to do it, the quickest hack, is cleaning your body. Why with urine though? See, because urine literally is the cleanest water. And if you keep looping it, the more you loop it, the more it's going to clean. The clearer the liquid actually comes out. It's literally 95% water, but you also sustain yourself with those trace minerals. Now, you're made of mainly water, okay? A lot of people want to always correlate with the density and the solid. You're only 20% solid here. That's the funny part. And you guys want to eat meat, you want to get bigger, and you want to add more weight to you. See how that turns out eventually, okay? There's misinformation on salts, which I was like seriously in the dark about. But your body can literally run on just the sodiums that you get from the vegetables. Here's the thing, they want to give you everything external. Everything's external. They want to give you external sodium. You know you can get sodium from celery, cabbage, Swiss chard, spinach, all these foods, carrots, and they're mainly water. Your fruits now have all the minerals. Everything is perfectly made and readily available for you. Your body doesn't need to run on more than the sodium that you intake from leafy greens and vegetables. Okay? Now, they're telling you that you need to see pink Himalayan salt. If you look at regular table salt, has about 3,500 milligrams of sodium per teaspoon or tablespoon. I forgot what it was. Teaspoon of salt. Okay? You have sea salt, which has 23, and then pink Himalayan salt has 1,700 milligrams of sodium. People look at that and say, oh, and I'm getting all the trace minerals. Now, here's the thing, though. Because people think that pink Himalayan salt is healthy, they're going to ingest more of it. Which means that now they're getting more of their daily recommended sodium than if they were eating the white bullshit of iodized table salt, which is bleached. Okay? So, sodium, the salts, they're not good for you. And the trace minerals that you supposedly get from the pink Himalayan salt, you would have to get so much pink Himalayan salt in you to even make those trace minerals significant in your body to even make a difference. Okay? When you eat meat, that protein, you do not need that protein. See, here's the thing. Your body already makes 2 million different types of protein. And the way that you create that protein is through the nitrogen in the air. And also the air purifies and cleanses your body. It's like the vacuum cleaner in your house. Okay? You drinking your distilled water, it's literally like distillation in your body. You have your solar plexus, water gets distilled, that's what comes out of your urine. But if you're eating garbage, okay, you're eating meats, it creates ammonia in the liver, it transfers it to the kidneys, and that has to get secreted out through the urine. You can't drink that. Nitrogenous waste. Nitrogenous waste is created from the proteins that you're eating. This also feeds parasites. Okay? You have all this readily available in the air, but we're so addicted. We're so into the addictions that we do not see that. Now, the more information that you get, sometimes you're like, oh man, I can't process all that. You got to take things in steps, in little bits, right? It's the same thing if you're overeating. How can you really have your body or your gut? Because your body, if you open your stomach up, it looks like a brain. That's why you got a gut feeling. When you have a crush on somebody, you get a gut feeling. You also feel everything in your gut, right? Now, that gut sends a signal to the brain, I'm full, but it takes 20 minutes. We don't give the body a chance to do that, right? Because we overeat and we eat quickly. That's why it's important when you eat and your vessel's clean and you chew your food and you meditate while you're eating it. And then when it goes in you, now you become in tune with the food you eat and its information. Especially if you ground that energy to that's why they call it the ground. You're going to put your feet on the ground, right? You put your feet on the ground. Now, here's the thing. This is where you can hear the words add insult to injury. You're the insult to injury. Okay? See, I've been watching Zen Abin's videos and it's been connecting a lot of dots, right? You put your feet on dirt, but you don't eat that dirt. That's the responsibility of the plants to absorb the minerals from there and transfer it to the fruits that it's bearing. But you're not going to eat the dirt. Now, what is dirt spelled backwards? Turd. So you're literally eating turd if you're going to put salt or soil, all right? You soil your pans, you put that soil, the salt in your water. Water, if it's distilled, it's already clean, it's in its purest form. Then now you hear the myths about people saying that it leaches onto the minerals. That does not happen. If your body's clean, what it's doing is it's cleansing out your body, which means that the cleaner your vessel is, the better your body's going to absorb minerals and nutrients from the fruits and the leafy greens that you intake. Now, if you're eating a lot of fruits, you're properly hydrating your body because these fruits are mainly made of water. Now, here's the thing. You are what you eat. You're mainly made of water. Don't you want to eat something that's mainly made of water so that you can become in tune with it? But if your body's dirty, your body's in a low vibration because you still got garbage in there, like parasites that's distorting your frequency and vibration. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to get that out. Now you're at 0 point energy. You're at the 0 point. You're clear. Now you can put whatever you want in your body, and your body's going to absorb it, and you're going to work better. You're going to know thyself better. You're going to meditate. You're going to spend time in darkness. Get to know your body. Know the subtle feelings. Because we're always associating with looking out. All our senses, and we don't look out. We literally receive information through our eyes. But we think that we're looking out. When we speak, we're speaking out. Everything's masculine. What happens to the feminine energy, which is where we go inside. You go in the womb, right? When a guy has sex. Go in the womb. Connect to the water aspect of yourself. Women are moist inside. It's a beautiful feeling. Notice how when a guy goes in, it feels great, right? It feels good to come out. But when you go into the feminine energy, it's beautiful. See, and this is where the darkness, people are afraid of the dark. But it's because you're subconsciously afraid of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And if you're subconsciously afraid of yourself, you'll be more in fear if you try to activate your body with a dirty vessel. Because you're going to really, really see yourself for what you are. An addicted pig. You know what I'm saying? And it's important to teach kids this. Your vessel, this is the hacks. Sun gazing, okay? What happens if you put a vampire in the sunlight? They burn away, right? Sun gaze kills all the vampires inside your body, okay? When you ground yourself to the earth, okay? You electromagnetically charge your body. Now you're able to clear your channels of energy. Okay, and I'm going to make a video on the chakras next. And when you drink distilled water, you cleanse your body of garbage. When you cleanse your body with, and I'm going to make a video because the way to clear parasites is with pure pine tar spirits. It's turpentine. Okay, now the crazy thing about this pine tar spirits, which is the turpentine, pure tar spirits, literally, what do you see when you see a pine cone, right? It looks like a pineal gland, all right? And the turpentine is literally where they get the sap out of the actual cone, okay? Now, there's a process to doing this, and it's all over YouTube. Go look it up. Go check it out. There's a guy who puts a lot of information. His name is Sunfruit Dan. Go check his videos out. He's got a lot of videos. Protocols, procedures, what you should be eating. Okay, I'm not gonna go into it in this video because it's a long video, and then if I do that, and even to kids, to do it for kids, how long you should be on it for. And let me tell you something. This is something that the ancients did, and we came off of it. You know what I mean? This is the cure to all diseases. Now, Sunfruit Dan learned this from Dr. Jennifer Daniels. Look her up. Dr. Jennifer Daniels, she got her doctorate license taken away for giving this information. She started curing all her patients. Look this information up, okay? This is why when you watch videos, don't be lazy. Do your own research, okay? Don't watch a video and believe everything you hear. Do your own research. This encourages people to do their own research, okay? Dr. Jennifer Daniels and Sunfruit Dan. Sunfruit Dan is a YouTuber. Go subscribe and check out his videos. He's got a lot of information on it. I learned a lot from there. Okay, and then I did my own research. Okay? And it's life-changing. It's life-changing. He'll talk about what literally comes out your anus. This is what's inside of you. This is what's controlling you. Okay? So, turpentine cleanse. Do a colon cleanse before you do the turpentine cleanse. Okay? Because what's going to happen is you got to have proper bowel movements. Go at least 3 times a day. Okay? Because what happens is if you start killing these parasites off in your body and you don't have proper bowel movements, they're going to die in there and they're going to release a chemical that's called diol symptoms. It's going to make you feel sick. Terrible. Okay? And you need to be drinking a lot of water. Flush your body out. Okay? And when you do that, there's also a video on liver cleansing. Okay? When you do a liver cleanse, you clean the stones out of your liver. From all the garbage meats that you've been eating, it creates stones in your liver. Your liver is the most important organ in your body with the most complex features. You should be cleaning that off also. I saw videos on that by Ryan Cropper. Okay, go check his YouTube channel out and subscribe to him. Great guy for information on pretty much everything as far as astral projecting and all that. Zen Admin, all the information on urine therapy. I learned a hell of a lot from him, and I actually was encouraged to do a bunch of research on the sodium because of him. Okay, and you know, I was recommending pink Himalayan salt to people, and I felt good about it. But again, when you keep your mind open. That's why they say have an open mind. When you have an open mind, you're going to open up your mind to a lot of information. And when you open up your mind, you could give information back to people. But when you have a closed mind, you're not open to receiving or giving. That's a terrible way to live. Okay? So I definitely 100% encourage you guys to check out these YouTubers. I'm going to put their names in the description below. And what's the other way? The urine therapy. When you check Zen Admin's videos out, he'll give you a bunch of information. But the salt, man, let me tell you, you getting to know yourself just by tasting your urine, you'll know if what you're putting in your body is toxic or not. If your urine tastes bad, just think about why it tastes bad. It should not be tasting bad. If your body's clean, it should be very clean. Clean all your pipes. Your body's just a big pipe system, okay? If you got all your pipes clean, people don't focus on their lymphatic system. The main lymph nodes are under your armpit and in between your groin and in your neck. Why do you think when you're about to get sick, your lymph nodes get swollen? Because they trap bacteria that keeps you from getting sick. Your body's very good to you, and we treat the body very bad. Okay? So what is the first thing people do? Put cologne there. Go take showers. Clean out all the beneficial bacteria that's on your skin. Especially when you suntan and you get that D3 in your skin. That's not even a vitamin. That's a hormone. Okay? And that hormone processes in your body. And what is the first thing we do after we sunbathe? We go bathe our skin and rub all that off, which those are the beneficial nutrients in the body. You understand what I'm saying? You don't need to clean that off. You have to keep that in. We put deodorants on. We clog our pores in our armpits when we're literally supposed to be perspiring. See, this program that we have to smell like a certain cologne. Did you see the chemicals in the cologne? Terrible for you. And we put it right in our lymphatic nodes, right here, okay? When meanwhile, a guy secretes his natural scent called pheromones. This is what a woman's supposed to be attracted to. But no, a woman wants to smell the scent of like Curve cologne and all this garbage that's programmed, okay? Your vessel being clean is not about the outside being clean, okay? It's about your insides being clean. That's next to godliness. Your body's your temple. You keep associating yourself with your body. The proper way to cleanse your body is fasting. See, people need healing. You deteriorate the walls of the lining in your stomach when you eat shit that your body has to work so hard to metabolize. And when you take these artificial cleansers, that burns the walls of your stomach even more. And then what do you do after the cleanse is done? You go back to eating garbage again because you think that you're just supposed to cleanse your body. This is all marketing. You know what I'm saying? It's all marketing. You don't have to believe anything I'm telling you. I'm not selling you anything right now. Do your own research. But one thing I'm going to tell you is this. If your arm's on a sling, if your arm's broken, you got to put it on a sling to keep it from moving because that's the proper way it repairs itself, right? But what do people do? They don't give their stomach a chance to repair itself. They want to keep putting food in there. It requires energy for your body to break down so much food. That's why you feel tired after you eat. Isn't it the opposite? You're supposed to feel chi from you eating food, but notice you get more chi when you get high off respiration. When you practice breathing exercises, you feel more energized than when you eat food. When you fast, you literally get more energy than when you're actually eating food. How crazy is that too? What is the chain of command here? You need to breathe first, because if you do, you can't go without breath more than 20 minutes for those people who can hold their breath that long. Okay? There's a world record, I believe, in magicians. But you can't hold your breath for more than 3 minutes. Then you have water. You can't go without water for more than a certain amount of time. And then food, you can go the longest without food. I've seen people go 60 days without food. But why do you need to eat food? Do you notice how your body makes certain amino acids and certain amino acids it doesn't? Why? It's because certain DNA in our body is dormant. And see, Scientists and doctors want to call that junk DNA. That's not junk DNA, that's dormant DNA. And we keep destroying it every time we eat foods that are genetically modified because it alters our DNA. What we ingest in our mouth alters our genetic codes, our DNA. So here's what happens though. If your DNA activates, let's say you activate all your DNAs, not only will you have superhuman powers, but you will also not even need to eat food. Look at Superman. Superman doesn't need to eat, right? Superman charges himself with the sun. Superman's house was full of crystals. You don't notice things like this? Movies have subliminal messaging in them. If you knew, here's the reason why I consider people even on YouTube parasites, and I said this on the last video. Because you'll listen to this information and you won't apply this knowledge. You'll just listen to it and it's for entertainment. How many of you listen to this and literally apply knowledge? If I was to tell you that you have superpowers and you could activate them by just taking a little time to work on them, would you do it? Or would you keep putting all your time and energy to garbage that doesn't exist in this matrix for entertainment purposes? Entertainment. They detain your mind. Your mentality. Look at the word ment at the end. Entertainment. They detain your fucking mentality. Government. They govern your mentality. How about you become an adult and self-sustain yourself? Use this knowledge and apply it. What is knowledge if it's not self-applied? People say it's time to wake up, but time doesn't exist. Time is ever in the now. See, people live miserably now because they live in the past. The past may be something that has them depressed, depending on what they go through. Their future is an anxiety, always. But what is in your now? Are you bringing that all into your now? Why don't you be happy and appreciate and look at the beauty in everything that you see now? Then you're going to start to tap into the frequency of everything that you see beautifully. Because it's all a mindset. Rich people tell you if you want to be rich, you got to be a millionaire. You got to think like a rich man, right? It's the same thing. If you want to feel empowered, okay? Feel empowered. Just be empowered. You know what I mean? Because when you have knowledge, you can use that power of no. See, what do degrees really mean? You got doctors and lawyers and all these people with degrees. Look on Google. Look up information on the pineal gland. The first thing that comes out is little is known about this gland, yet is the main gland in the center of your fucking head, on the top of the central nervous system. But what they do know is that it secretes melatonin and serotonin. But they damn well sure know how to destroy it very well, right? But because you have no knowledge of it, you consent to saying that fluoride is good for your teeth, right? So, but there's many studies proving that fluoride is a neurotoxin. Very little studies proving that it's good for your teeth. Yet you take the government's word for it and you ingest the fluoride, brush your teeth with fluoride, knowing that it's calcifying your pineal gland, and you'll never become super powerful if you keep ingesting that in your mouth. You get what I'm trying to tell you? This is why knowledge is power, because you could use the power of no. With that power of no, you're empowered in your now. You have no ledge to fall off of, okay? And you're in the no. You can get a lot of that word by knowledge, and the knowledge, now you can start to tap into your wisdom because your vessel's clean. When you have knowledge of how to clean your vessel, you're superhuman. Apply that knowledge though. Don't just listen to information. I love this platform. YouTube is amazing. You know what I mean? Shit, if I'm going to invest any money, it'll be in YouTube. I pay for YouTube premium. Okay? Why? Because it's a platform that I'm using, and I'm grateful for this platform because I can connect with different people. I don't want to debate with anybody. If anybody has a debate or has anything to say, I'm open-minded to listening to anybody who has something to say. Okay? But I'll be talking to you guys soon. I hope this video empowers you because all my videos are going to be to empower people.